Today we continue with our class of Lashon Hara. Okay, so and we continue with the Sefer Chofetz Chaim. We're on page 220, and the topic is advice. Okay, the previous rules apply to the initiator of the Shidduch, employment of business partnership. Okay. Halacha classifies such a person as an advisor, and requires that he not make suggestion if he has a reason to suspect that it may not be best for interests of either party. So this person first, we call him advisor, right? So if he knows something, as we said, like I don't know, about some skeleton in a closet or some like big thing, so he should not advise. Okay. All right, so continue. A similar set of rules applies to one who did not make the suggestion, but whose advice is sought by the one of the parties. So basically, it's this person is one of the references on the list, right? He too must not be guilty of misleading the people involved. In fact, his responsibility even greater than that of the shotgun matchmaker. Whereas the shotgun merely suggests that the Shidduch be considered, right? The advisor often states a definitive opinion regarding the proposed relationship, which may be which may profoundly influence the party's final decision. So basically, so this guy, right? He has on his on his reference list somebody else, right? So and this somebody else. So let's say somebody from the girls' side called this somebody else his friend, right? Let's say, and they take his advice or his answers as truthful and right answers. And I'm going to say from my experience, few times they put me as a reference. I suffer greatly. It's like unbelievable. Some people, they professional. I'm not sure if they want to get married, but they want to ask all of the questions. So a few times we represented women, right? Our students and stuff like that. So it was like a nightmare. This guy. Whereas somebody else would shoot questions one after another. It was too much. You understand? So, and you have to be careful how you answer, because based on your answers, they're going to decide. Of course, they're going to ask some other people, but but me personally, I didn't like to be on this reference list. Okay, go ahead.
Are you ever allowed to advise and be a meiser without asking a beis din first?
Meiser in what sense? What do you mean?
Are you allowed to call authorities like we were just talking about? No, you know.
We're not talking about that. Why talking about authorities? No, that somebody's getting married. Yeah. So we were on a list of this girl. Mm-hmm. Reference, and somebody from their side called us and asked the question about the girl. So what is a meiser? We're not talking about authorities. Meiser, when somebody Jew goes to authorities and report this guy is not paying taxes, he's this, he's that. So that's the meiser.
Okay.
But as I said, few. I mean, she got married. Baruch Hashem. She has children. Baruch Hashem. I mean, this one specific girl, right? But these guys, in my mind, they were crazy, absolutely crazy. Like professional Shidduchim, right? They would ask all of these questions, but and he would take notes and that. But you said this and you said that, and more. What do you think if she would be under this pressure and that pressure, this situation? It's like for me, it was at least 2 or 3 people. Like they were too much. I don't think they got married. These people, it's I don't know who exactly they were looking for, but okay. So Continue. Giving advice is not a matter of that to be taken lightly, right? So, I mean, the other side, they believes us, right? So we cannot say like whatever we want to say. One does not give a guidance unless he believes that and he understands the situation. That's a very important thing, right? And has the insight and a life experience necessary to properly direct the petitioner. Okay. So many of you have to be very careful how you answer. And few times when somebody asks me to be on a reference list, so I simply said I cannot do that. So first of all, I didn't know that person that well, and I didn't hold him to the very high standard, to put it mildly, right? So I mean, me personally, I didn't want to lie, and so I mean, it's if you're not sure, if you're able to do a good job, so it's better to withdraw yourself. One should never encourage a match he knows nothing about for the sake of seeing it that the person finally gets married. Right, so it's not a good thing. I mean, then they're going to get divorced after they're going to get married, get divorced because of stupid guy, right? They decided, no, he's a great guy, and I don't know, he would give all of the compliments, all of this, let's say, all of the non-existing things, right? Which is a big issue. Okay, so continue. One may encourage a match only if he sincerely believes that it is good for both parties. Okay, so this is continuation, 4:9. 1 second to 20. Continue. Page 4:9. Thus, well, advisor. First obligation is to the party he is advising. It is forbidden for him to encourage Shidduch that he clearly knows is bad for one of the parties. So it doesn't matter like what party you represent. If you know that this is not good Shidduch, so I mean just refuse. Why why you want to put your life on line because of this, right? This would be considered a speaking Lashon Hara if in the form of speech that causes harm. Okay. It is forbidden for an advisor to encourage relationship unless his disapproval is based on a first-hand information that was carefully analyzed. So in another sense, I mean, now we're going to see, okay, but if he knows what are these negative things the first hand, or he just heard about it, right? So many times he has to say, I do not know, I'm not sure. So let me get back to you and do investigation, stuff like that. Finally, if the advisor encourages the petitioner to pursue a given shidduch, but his advice was ignored, he may not draw the conclusion that the person just does not want to get married. Okay, so I mean, live in a closed circle. Right, so the next time there's somebody from this guy would call, as I just draw the conclusion that a few guys who called me about this lady, so I'm not sure they were actually want to get married. I mean, they find they sound to me too professional. I mean that it was Shidduch number 435. Like for me, he knew all of these things, all the questions, all of the situation that he described for me, like how she's going to behave in this situation, that situation was like too much to bear, at least for me. Is incapable of making commitments or has unrealistic expectation. Okay. To make such a statement would not speak Lashon Hara. Would be speaking Lashon Hara, and perhaps Chatzas Shemra. Okay, that's whatever I said, but of course you don't know who I'm talking about, and it was a general statement, basically, right? So I mean, of course, if this person would call me second time, and so I would have to answer about another person, another lady, or so I would have to answer all this question from the beginning, of course.